this structure, I can tie this structure, and I will ask you, can you identify the tied structure? What is this tied structure?
Optic chiasm.
Optic chiasm. Optic chiasm. Clear? So this is the optic chiasm. And now this is the cerebrum. You all know this one. This is the cerebrum. This is the cerebrum. And this is the frontal lobe, and this is the temporal lobe, parietal lobe, and the occipital lobe. Okay? So can you place the brain normally like this? Okay. So if I am like asking a question like this, can you identify the pointed lobe? Frontal lobe. Can you identify the pointed lobe? Parietal. Can you identify this area? Temporal, occipital. Okay? So be careful in this one. And if I wide open this one, can you separate this one? Wide open this one. And if I am pointing out like this, if I put a clip like this, and if I am pointing out this particular central area, can you identify the particular area? Corpus callosum. What is its function?
Separates.
And sends information between the two.
That's right. It's corpus spongius. Corpus spongius. Okay. Corpus spongius. So the corpus callosum, it is useful. Please be careful in writing the definition of the corpus callosum. It is useful to transfer the information from one lobe to the other lobe to the same area. Clear? I already told you, and I already discussed this one with you. So try to identify the corpus callosum. Okay. So maybe before examination I can cut it, and I can open it, and I can ask you that particular area. Okay. So can you? So can you identify this pointed area? Identify the. That's very good. Pons. That's very good. That is the pons. Which cranial nerves arise from this area? 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? 5, 6, 7, 8. So the next one is, can you identify the pointed area? No, the whole thing is the brainstem. Okay. So can you identify this pointed area? Medulla oblongata. Clear? Which cranial nerves arise from this area? That's right. Clear? That's right. So, and the next one, what we can see here is, yeah, this artery. Can you identify this tied artery? I won't ask you like a tied artery. Can you identify the tied structure? Basilar artery. From which arteries it is forming?
Vertebral artery.
The two vertebral arteries. The two vertebral arteries. So can you identify the pointed area? Cerebellum. Clear? The cerebellum. The cerebellum. And you know this, the sulci and the gyri, you know. Okay, so there is nothing to ask you. Okay. Yeah, the sulci are the depressions which are going inside. The gyri are the elevations. Okay. So listen very carefully. As I already told you. So for example, like identify the pointed area. Okay. Identify the pointed area means read the question properly. If I am asking about the lobe, I will ask you identify the pointed lobe. Okay. If I am simply puncturing like this, and if I am asking identify the pointed area means I am trying to ask you the gyri or sulci. Okay, gyri or sulci. So if the depression is on the gyri, you can write it as gyri. If it is like this, then it is sulci. Clear? Sulcus and gyri. So okay, examination is secondary for all of us. Okay, we are not bothered about examination. Okay, never we should bother about examination. So why don't you dissect the brain into central half so that we can see few structures. Take an.
Then I have a scalpel.
From